What is going on, snipers? Naeem Al-Obeidi here. Hope all of you guys are having a wonderful day today. Let's go ahead and dive right into our daily cryptocurrency analysis for today. We're going to be talking about Ripple, and I'm going to address two sides of the equation. Why I think Ripple is going to be a great investment for 2018, alongside with why I think a lot of people are hesitant to invest in Ripple because of its centralized cryptocurrency approach. As you can see here, we have a trading view chart pulled open here. We see Ripple is forming a pennant. If you guys don't know what a pennant is, if you are on our Discord, which the link is in the description below, you guys can actually go to our Trading 101. I was on my Ripple tab here, and then go up here and actually look at what a pennant is. So we've got all of these resources open for you guys for free. As you can see, a pennant is created when there's a significant movement in a stock followed by a period of consolidation. This creates the pennant shape due to the converging lines. So it pretty much indicates a breakout right over here, and that's what we're seeing right now with Ripple. Now we're going to be talking about Ripple long term, so let's not just look at the short term aspect. If you guys want to join the Discord, feel free, and we can talk all about Ripple and any other cryptocurrency that you guys want to talk about. But let's go ahead and check out the cryptocurrency market capitalization at the moment. Ripple is number 4 at 73 cents. Obviously, we've seen an extensive amount of growth over the past couple of days. Now we're seeing a little bit more stabilization with a pennant forming, as you guys can see. Tonight, we'll be discussing a little bit more about the price and the expectations over the next couple of weeks for some of you traders that want to tune into our live stream. So let's go ahead and go right into this article. I went ahead and looked through all of the resources and found the best resources to describe both sides of the equation for you guys. 3 reasons why you should invest in Ripple cryptocurrency while you still can. This is a biased article, so understand that, but I've took 2 different biases and I've put them together to give you guys a complete approach here so you guys can take this approach and run with it. In January 2017, XRP was valued at 0.0064 USD per coin, while currently in December, the price is 0.8 USD. XRP is likely going to be added to Coinbase at the start of 2018. While they haven't confirmed which cryptocurrency they will be adding, XRP is almost guaranteed to show up due to its spiking popularity and massive market cap, which is even bigger than the one of the currently offered cryptos Litecoin. This is great news for the value of Ripple cryptocurrency, as this move would open up XRP to the 13.3 million users of Coinbase. Guys, understand the price of any coin, as you can see here, if we pull up this chart here in TradingView, all of these prices and candlesticks you see, it's all based upon supply and demand. So being that Coinbase is going to add Ripple to their currency, it's going to increase the demand of Ripple. So 13.3 million users, that's a lot of demand. Many people who previously didn't have access to Ripple will now be able to purchase this attractive low-cost coin. So understand this is a pretty significant statement, an attractive low-cost coin. So obviously it's low cost because there's over 38 billion in circulation, but a lot of basic traders don't understand that. So just from seeing the price at where it's at, that's going to attract them to want to purchase Ripple. And that's a big aspect of it. It's just visualization. Understand, a lot of trading is psychological. So being that psychological trading occurs with almost 85% of the market, this is really going to create a factor for Ripple to increase in price, being that it's attractive with the low cost. So Ripple has already started being trialed in banks. So we're going to get into more of the actual fundamentals of why Ripple is going to grow in 2018 and so forth. This month, Ripple has partnered with 61 banks in Japan and 2 in Korea. If you guys didn't know, their Ripple net actually touches over 70% of transactions in Japan. So a combined total of over 30 billion in market capitalization already being utilized through the Ripple network. Ripple sets out to solve one of the major problems that banks face in today's economy, transferring money internationally. Currently, international transfers takes 3 to 5 days and incur large fees. With Ripple, though, payments can be settled in 4 seconds for the cost of a few cents. The current average transactions fee for Bitcoin is 26.8 US dollars. This is really going to help for people that actually send money to their families on a consistent basis overseas. I think it was over 10 billion spent on transaction fees alone last year. After trials are successfully completed, the Ripple payment system will see widespread and rapid adoption by banks. After adoption of the Ripple payment system, it is very likely that banks will look to invest in XRP, which can further lower transfer fees and increase transaction efficiency when used in conjunction with this system. So they have the Ripple net and they've also got the XRP coin. So what they're saying here is maybe in the beginning the banks will invest in the XRP coin, but being that they're using their system, eventually they'll use the XRP coin because they need to use it to enhance and cut out a lot more cost by using the Ripple network. And I think a lot of the smaller banks can actually make benefit through this system because a lot of the larger banks, they have a lot more money. They can develop their own types of systems and blockchain. But for the smaller banks, which is a ton of smaller banks, this could definitely be utilized for those characteristics here. So let's talk about this third aspect of it. Ripple making it ideal for widespread adoption. The advantages of Ripple XRP as a currency are its speed, scalability, and stability. Payments of XRP are cleared within 4 seconds. This is much faster than Ethereum, which takes minutes, and Bitcoin taking 1 to 2 hours. The Ripple payment system can process 1,500 transactions a second. That's 100 times as much as Ethereum, and 250 times more transactions per second than Bitcoin. The system can also scale further to match higher demands if necessary, because if you guys don't know, they can print out more XRP tokens, which we'll talk about on the negative side of this. Finally, Ripple has been proven to have impressive stability since its creation in 2012. Every one of the 34 million transactions have been successfully completed without error. I think that's a big aspect of the credibility for Ripple. So obviously, it sounds all good. This is more of a biased article here. I want to show you guys the other side of this here. I think this is going to be really interesting for a lot of you guys that are investing in Ripple or plan to. Why some claim Ripple isn't a real cryptocurrency, right? Ripple wasn't designed to be a coin or a normal cryptocurrency by the standard definition. While Bitcoin and comparable cryptocurrencies give the value of the coin equal priority with network security, speed, and applicability, Ripple does away with the idea of XRP as any kind of investment asset and instead focuses on making the blockchain as strong as possible. So it's utilizing the blockchain more than it is utilizing this investment type of persona, at least for the coin. To achieve this goal, the Ripple Foundation created XRP but tweaked each traditional component of cryptocurrency into an almost unrecognizable state, which is the centralized aspect. So let's talk about whether this is a good thing or a bad thing, right? Because a lot of people say, well, that's a bad thing. Well, maybe not really for its specific application. So Ripple has no mining or miners whatsoever. Instead, transactions are powered through a centralized blockchain to make it more reliable and fast. Now you're seeing the attraction that banks are really having about Ripple, right? Reliable and fast. In cryptocurrency, miners are incentivized to process network transactions with the currency itself, but this has created some issues that Ripple deems untenable. In a solution built for big banks, there should be no separate group with its own special motivations for running the network. So banks, they're implying, don't want other individuals running their networks. And I could 100% agree with that. Banks are extremely apt to find control in what they're doing, not have something that's uncontrolled. While this idea has helped other cryptocurrencies to remain decentralized, it has also slowed them down, a problem Ripple cannot afford. So how has it slowed down other currencies, right? Well, think about Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Unlimited, Bitcoin Super, Super Bitcoin, and so forth, right? So you see all of these differentiating Bitcoins forking away from Bitcoin. That could be a problem. If Ripple had that issue, a lot of the banks could really feel almost like it is an unstable platform for them. Ripple is not finite and can be printed on demand. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, right? Let's see, which makes it much more reliable for payment processing, money exchange, and other institutional activities. Why? Because if it's used, it's simply destroyed. It can be burned. It can be taken off of the system and the network completely. So that right there is extremely attractive for banks. Why? Because they have control. It's all about control, right? So the Ripple blockchain isn't open like those of other cryptocurrencies. XRP can be safely stored and kept and uses cryptography to protect participants, but the nodes it's protecting aren't individuals but trusted operators registered in the Ripple network. So you're not spread out with all of the miners. It's centralized with specific operators that are actually utilizing the Ripple network and creating it. So this allows the currency to use the advantages of the blockchain ledger, but in a closed ecosystem that makes it more efficient. That's what banks love. While Bitcoin claims to be trustless, it's just created a precarious house of cards whereby everyone has some incentive not to let it topple. Miners can still shut off their computers and freeze the network if they wanted to, but not with Ripple because it's not controlled by the miners because there aren't any. So to top this off, guys, check this out. Much like the many questions surrounding Bitcoin Cash, even the founders of Ripple recommend not using their creation as a currency for speculation because it isn't one. Ripple resembles a fintech platform than anything else and has simply combined the best elements of fiat money and blockchain cryptocurrency. So it's a pure example of how we're going to combine the fiat money with blockchain technology in order to enhance the speed of transactions overseas. And that's their specific niche area with banks. Not a true cryptocurrency by the standard definition, Ripple may be the dividing line that separates two distinct products to emerge from the cryptocurrency revolution, assets and solutions. While assets can serve as investments placing faith in a decentralized community, and the deflationary properties of mining solutions will dispense with the speculation and instead create platforms that are technically cryptocurrency but not traditionally viewed as such. So guys, the thought-provoking question for today, guys, I've given you my opinion throughout the articles that we read through, these were the best articles I could find. What do you think about Ripple in 2018? Go ahead and put your comments in the description below. And here's the specific answer I want to hear. Why do you think they have a centralized blockchain rather than a decentralized one? And what do you think about that? So thank you so much for watching, guys. Remember, join our Discord if you haven't already. The link is in the description below. This is a free resource for all of you guys to actually look at chart guides, trading, order types, helpful reads, book of the weeks, resources, all based on cryptocurrency. And you can chat with me and all of our great admin and moderators. We have different levels here that you guys can actually gain levels on. So definitely join this. It's a free resource. I know you guys won't regret it. We've been blowing up our Discord. But other than that, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Thank you so much. And like always, snipers out.